What up, guys? Your boy Quake. And just like that, after the allegations that Cassie made against Diddy and the settlement, there have been reports coming out from witnesses and old audio revealing that a lot of what Cassie said in her lawsuit is coming to be true. At least that's from witnesses and people that were around him around that time when this lawsuit was making all these allegations. 50 Cent, who's had issues with Diddy stemming all the way from the Mace days when 50 tried to sign Mace to G-Unit Records and Diddy wasn't allowing it. This is back in 2005. He's been having issues back and forth with Diddy for quite some time. And even, they make up a little bit and then eventually 50 just starts to clown him and, roast him. And now he's really gone full-fledged going against Diddy because of all these allegations. And 50's always been the type to kind of call Diddy out on things that he's said or done. And this isn't no different. However, the difference in this is that this is back in 2010. During an interview with DJ Who Kid, 50 talked about photos he received from someone with Cassie being involved with a bunch of different men in these photos. And he essentially sent them to Diddy, and Diddy saw them, and 50 was like, "Are you sure you want to be with a woman like this?" And Diddy was like, "Yeah, I love her." And then all of a sudden, Diddy asked, "Where'd you get these photos?" And Fifth was like concerned about Cassie's well-being. And if you listen to the interview in this leaked audio that came out, you'll hear that 50 kind of jokes in a way, but it sounds like he's concerned about what Diddy's doing with Cassie. And he even says, like, Diddy told him, whatever happens in Miami stays in Miami. So I'm going to play the audio for you guys, and then I'm going to talk about what exactly this is.
Everybody's still talking about after the fact, though, the after party. Do you think that Diddy was coming at you, though?
Who, Diddy?
Yeah, because, he said some slick shit. Like,
it's really interesting because, Puffy's like a bitch.
Oh, shit, man. What'd he say?
To describe Puffy in one word is I know it sounds kind of harsh, but I'll explain my statement. See, how ugly always got, like, pretty friends? He want to be the hot in the group. He want to make sure he getting all the attention. He want to make sure the niggas want to holler at him.
Wow.
And it's the reality of the situation, man. Don't need me to tell you.
So,
if he'll tell you himself what happened in Miami, stay in Miami. Well, it's not even open season on Diddy. I don't know who he's talking about because he didn't say my name.
Right, he didn't say your name, so.
Right, but I feel like that's the way I feel about him. I feel like he's, at the end of the day, whoever's around him, this is the final notice, the final note. Because they'll suck the life out of him like everybody else that he's been around. Man, I don't know. I know, check this out, on the up and up, the Puff, like, he called, we should kick it on the telephone after the Mace. And matter of fact, they sent me the girl pictures, like pictures of this girl, like, not the shit that y'all saw. Worse, way worse.
Wow. Oh, you kidding me, yo?
Like penetration pictures and
Nah, come on, man. Come on, Phil.
all that. And I called him. I said, "Yo, you with this girl? Like, you really, like, you like her like that?" And he was like, "Yeah, that's my girl." I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna send you something. You look at it, you call me back." I sent him the photos, the pictures, and everything. And he called back and was like, "Yo, thanks, man. Yo, I really appreciate that. Yo, where you get these shits from?" And I said, because they know, like, if something crazy is going on, if they send it to me, I'll make sure it get out there. Like, as far as this video.com is concerned.
Yeah, yep.
And those other properties. So they sent it to me. But, I really kind of felt like those photographs was not happening because of Cassie. I felt like they was happening because of Puffy.
So there you have it. 50 Cent got sent some photos of Cassie having a bunch of men do things to her. And in her lawsuit, she talked about Diddy being in the corner of a room watching a bunch of men do things to Cassie, whether she was drugged or whatever the case may be. It's horrific. Like, the details of it is just horrific. It's so horrific that YouTube just will not let me even detail it completely out because it's that bad. And it's very weird stuff. And, 50 saw these things. Like he said, he contacted Puffy, and, Puffy was like, "Hey, thank you for showing me," and blah, 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 blah. Anyways, a lot of stories since this lawsuit are starting to resurface more and more of Diddy, and it's not looking good, man. Despite him settling this lawsuit, I'm sure a lot more are going to start coming. And if not, more, there's going to be actual prosecutions and him facing prison time potentially, because it's getting really bad. There was an engineer who was in the studio with Wale and Cassie. They were working on a song, and allegedly, according to this engineer, Diddy came in there with a bunch of security, saw Wale and Cassie in the studio, in the booth. They took Wale and dangled him from a balcony, and that was Wale. That's what the engineer said. It was Wale, because we didn't know initially when the reports came out. Cassie just said someone got dangled, from a balcony. It turns out it's Wale. So that's a witness. That's an engineer that was there and that openly said something about it. So that's one witness. And then you got witnesses on other things. And if people just get together and, all this stuff starts to happen where people start becoming witnesses and start testifying, it's over. There's nothing that Diddy can do. He can't settle all these things, because they're all going to want hundreds of millions of dollars. People aren't going to sell this stuff for just $1 million. They're going to settle if you're giving them 20, 30, 40, 50 million, whatever the case may be. Regardless, it's looking really bad, and old stuff like this is surfacing. And 50's never really had a liking to Diddy, so this is no surprise here. But I'm surprised in 2010 when this was said that it wasn't covered more, because I usually am aware of a lot of 50 Cent stuff, and this is something that was new to me. I don't remember hearing this. So let me know if you guys want me to do a video on Diddy versus 50 and the whole history of their beef and their issues and how they're cool and not cool. Let me know if you guys want to do that. I'll definitely do a documentary on that if it's requested enough. I am working on the Diddy $1 million hit, the alleged $1 million hit on Tupac. I'm working on that documentary. It should be out in a couple weeks. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe. That's going to be out in a little bit. And let me know what you guys think of this. Do you guys think 50's telling the truth? Or do you guys think it's just a bunch of conspiracy theories and that Cassie just wants money? Let me know in the comments below. That's it for today's video. If you guys want to support this channel further, you can do so at patreon.com/diverse mentality. For just $3 a month, you can get my videos uncut and raw the way I intended them to be, but couldn't because of YouTube. Plus, you also get access to our Discord community, where we have a great community talking about hip-hop and various other things. It's very dope. So only $3 a month. I'd really appreciate the support. Also, follow us on social media at QuakeGW and at Diverse Mentality. Thank you so much for the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.